really enjoy with another Natter That Matters, because of course all natters with very talented, fabulous people matter. And today I have the fabulous and talented Judith Quin. Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
I am fabulous today. Thank you very much.
Fabulous and talented, in fact. That's how we should all introduce ourselves. I've got one of my clients, and when you say, how are you? And say, I'm good. And she says, I'm marvelous every time. I'm just like, oh, I wish I should do that. That's a nice way, isn't it? So fabulous. Judith and I have known each other for quite a few years. We met at a speaking engagement many, many years ago, where she had fabulous hair. And I just saw her hair first and thought, oh, I need to get to know that hair. And here we are. And I know you've spoken at a few of my events, and you know, we're all part of one big, beautiful, loved up, helping people to find their place in the world, find their voice. So tell everybody that's listening and watching what you do, Judith. I'll hand over to you.
Well, I am a vocal confidence and communication specialist and voice vibration, sound and chakra energy healer, which also is what is the deep work around finding your voice for confident communication. And the important thing about that is it's being able to confidently communicate as who you are in your voice, and no matter the situation. Because lots of people say, oh, public speaking and presentations. I'm like, well, yes, and everyday life. So the sound healing is what helps find what's underneath the barriers and the blockages, the emotional, the energetic stuff, that mostly other things, the labels, the experiences that stop people from speaking about themselves confidently, like, you know, that make people go, you know, oh, I'm fine, as opposed to I'm fabulous, thank you. And it's tone of voice, it's having the confidence to speak about who you are. And in our world, in the business world, with lots of people who are solo business owners, being able to speak about their business with real clarity and confidence and the passion behind your purpose. And one of my clients I work with, we created what I described in the end as her capsule wardrobe of marketing messages.
Lovely.
Because
nice.
I know, it was gorgeous. So that's what I do. It's finding your voice, freeing your voice. And one of my taglines that I know we chatted about before is liberate your voice to liberate your life. Because if you're not asking for what you want and need, if you're not voicing the challenges, if you're not voicing your delights, then people aren't going to hear you clearly. So
yeah, I've never had a problem with this. Probably why I connected with you. I never have a problem asking for what I want. I think it's because I'm an only child, maybe. I don't know. I never learned not to, I suppose. But no, it all sounds great. How did you get into this? Well, you know, I don't know this about you, actually. What is the history? How did it all come about?
It all came about because one day, one of my massage clients, when I was a massage therapist, said to me, Judith, you're an actress. And I said, yes, Barbara. And she said, and you do that stuff with sound, because I was doing sonic meditations and I'd started doing the sound healing, but people generally don't quite get it. So I said, yes. And she said, do you know anyone who could help Bruce? He's got to give a talk in a couple of weeks' time to 80 solicitors and he hates public speaking.
To 80 solicitors as well. Oh, ouch.
Well, Bruce was her husband. So Bruce was 65 at the time, and he's a magistrate. He was a shipping law mitigator. So in my head, I was like, oh, yes, well, there's Stuart, but I think he's in America at the moment. And there's so-and-so, but I think they're directing Panto. And it was one of those moments where, and I'm sure you've had them, where your brain is knocking your skull from the inside going, oi, you. Oi, you. And so I was massaging away and I went, me. Literally pulled that face. I was behind her so she couldn't see. And she said, oh, fabulous. When can you come and do something with him? So that was my first client. And that's when I went upstairs to work with Bruce with all my imposter syndrome, all my inner children going, who are you? You're just a failed actress. Who are you to be telling a 65-year-old magistrate how to speak in front of 80 lawyers? La, la, la. But I went.
You're replaying it. It's like you're just revisiting that part of you. Bless you.
I was like, internally, my voice was not this voice. Internally, my voice was, who the hell are you, Judith? Oh my God, don't do that. You're what if you fail? What if he thinks you're stupid? Whatever. All of that stuff. which of course are all the voices that stop people from doing things. Luckily, I've always had an override switch to those voices. It's, sod it, what can I really lose? And when I went up there, I thought I'd be taking Bruce through the vocal exercises, warm-up exercises, acting tools, posture, all of that, all the normal stuff that normal vocal coaches teach people about speaking. And it was very early on in the session that I can put that folder down, and I just started listening to him, and I just went, and in my head, and my whole body, I just knew, I was like, he's completely disconnected from this. It doesn't sound important. So then I just asked him questions. I said, so why is this important? Why is it? It was a very specific piece of intricate shipping law that he was talking about. And I got him eventually to get to a point where he was like, well, no, it's important because of this. And if this doesn't happen, then I just, Bruce, this energy now. I want you to go to the back of go back to the top of what you're talking about, but with this energy, with like, this is important. And he did it, and I could see it happening here. I could see all the little neurons connect, and his whole body changed. And I was like, oh yeah, I can do this. And as I walked down the stairs after that first session, he just called after me down the stairs to his wife, pay her whatever she asks and book her in for another session next week. I was like,
and your imposter went, oh my God, how much?
Yeah, exactly. Oh my God, no, how much do I pay? How much do I charge? Clearly, I need to charge more than the massage, because that had been.
Oh, what a lovely story for Bruce and for you. Yeah, isn't it weird? As we find our vocation almost accidentally, or it finds us. Actually, my story had nothing to do with a Bruce or a massage or shipping, but yeah, very much kind of found me in a sort of way. And I think it does. I think when we're searching too hard, we don't find, do we? I think that's the same with everything, relationships, good mascara. I mean, whatever it is we're searching for, we just have to allow it to come to us, and it very often does. So that's good stuff. So
we need to be open to it.
You do need to be open to it, yeah, and you need to recognize it when it comes to you as well. And fear fucks everything was a video I put out by accident when I came out of a personal training session. It went completely viral, and I was like, oh my God, I just said fuck it on LinkedIn. I literally was like, oh no. But yeah, it does. Fear will make us stop, it make us be deaf, it'll make us be blind. So yeah, being open to it. So it sounds like luckily all your inner children and your imposter syndrome just went, oh, I'll be all right, whatever happens. So sometimes we get to that stage. And so you've come a long way since then. So how do people work with you now? So how does it all sound together?
So now it is about really working with your self-awareness. That's the first step with the work with me, like it is with many coaches in whatever area you're talking about, and being able to recognize the mental and emotional and energetic blocks. So it's recognizing where you are. So I very often, with all my clients, whether it's one-on-one, whether it's in the workshops, whether it's in the retreats that I run, it's about how does it feel physiologically? What reaction is your body having to the situation? Because our body will tell us straight away. Again, this is where the massage stuff all comes in. It's where do you feel the tension? What is happening? What are the messages? And then I do various processes, some of which people who've worked with NLP have said, oh, I didn't know you studied NLP. I'm like, I haven't. Neuro-linguistic programming, for those who might not know what that is. But I'm like, no, actually, if anything, that's more of an acting exercise. It's like, well, if your voice was, what is your voice trying to tell you? What is that tension trying to tell you? And so people come to me for all sorts of reasons, but when they leave, through the process of really knowing themselves better and understanding, oh my God, it's not me that's afraid. It's 8-year-old me who got laughed at in that class. It's so who do I want to be running the show? And this is the core element, I suppose, of the work. It's understanding which version of you it is that's getting in the way. And then we normally have a conversation with that version of you, particularly in the one-on-one work. But being able to detach from that version of you and put that version of you outside of yourself, so that it's you now that's going into that room and having that conversation, or going into that online meeting and raising your hand and sharing your idea. You now that is saying, this is what I do and I'm good at it, and this is why you should work with me. It's you now, not
absolutely. So the adult version, so you know, this is very psychodynamic. This is all, you know, Freudian stuff, parent, adult, child. So it's the adult needs to be in charge, not the child. So our talk was called that. So I didn't realize you did that stuff. So there's definitely some lovely crossover there, and it's all absolutely true. I'm going to put you on the spot a little bit now, because I know that you've got some cards, because I saw them. And I bet, have you got them anywhere near you? Because I thought, wouldn't it be lovely? Should we have a little shuffle? I was like, draw me a card, Judith. I've never asked anybody to do that, but I know.
Okay. Yes, I always have them near me. I was like, they're not where they normally are.
They're a tool that you created. So obviously they're very pretty, very beautiful. And I know you run retreats and you do all sorts of online. There's kind of self-learning stuff. So yes, let's have the cards, because most people listening and watching are going to be interested in the cards.
So the cards come with a booklet, so you know what sounds that you need to make. So each card.
Sounds. Oh,
so yeah, these are.
I've done this now. I've got myself into.
So there's all the. These are all the chakra cards, and then there's all sorts of things. Yeah. So lots of different. I love the artist, and there's some of the darker energies as well. So this one is howl. So yeah. So it's about releasing.
This must be driving you crazy because you can't see them, but there's very beautiful cards. There's some illustrations. That one looked a little bit like coronavirus, not going to lie. So I don't know. I mean, that's a bit weird because you did before that, didn't you? So yeah. Well, it's all about community, isn't it? I suppose.
So would you like me to pull a card for you, or just a card? Okay.
I have to make a noise. I never thought about that. Go on, pull a card. Yeah.
Okay. So let's. So what does Vivian need right now? Is the question.
I'll send out all them.
What does Vivian need right now? What I normally do, because it's a one card pulled. Oh, that one flew out onto the floor. So
you said, oh God.
And this is beautiful for you. No, because I know how important your community is to you. And the one that flew out is tribal rhythm.
Oh, lovely.
Which is body and voice connection. So for those who are seeing this on video, you can see it. And for those who aren't, it's sort of blue and orange diamonds in a concentric circle.
Which is just a little bit like my wallpaper in my office, actually. It's like a weird kind of repetitive pattern, yeah. Oh, so what does that mean? Yes, tribal.
So that is body and voice connection. So the exercise with this is about just bringing your voice into your body. And so you can do that by using your body as an instrument. So you can clap or tap on your chest and da da da, or you can hum. So you can just play.
That is odd. I've just started doing body groove, and we do a lot of this where we don't clap on with our hands, we clap everywhere, exactly the same. So different energy. That's very bizarre. Yeah, literally
with your body. And then I think I'm right in saying that it also is about, yes, finding your own voice, finding your own rhythm, but also taking your rhythm so that it's tribal rhythm. So it's about getting the right people around you, and you know, if you've got people who you want to go and dance with or sing with or play with, getting that community. So
that's odd, because I've been thinking of joining a choir, but of course everything that's going on in the world, you just think, oh God, I don't want to start anything. But that's interesting as well, because I'm about to relaunch some stuff. So, and actually is a slightly different community feel. So that is very pertinent to me. Thank you.
Make sure that your tribal rhythm is the right rhythm for you and your tribe as well. So when you're creating your new community, when you're making the changes, make sure it's in the right energetic rhythm for you. So this is me now expanding on what's in the book, because I know my cards. Yes, but yeah, so make sure that works in the right rhythms.
Nice. Yes, interesting. It's all about that. Well, it's a rhythm of life, isn't it? Thank you very much. Lovely. So
you've now got that song in my head.
The rhythm of life, that one, that version.
Beat, singing in your fingers, singing in your feet. Yeah.
I don't know all the words, but I know the one you meant. So beautiful. And how can people get in touch with you, work with you, connect with you? We can put some links in with this. So how do people start to understand or to get help?
Yes. So my website is simply yourwholevoice.com. And that has got everything. There's a page called Resources for Life on there. and there's some free downloads. That's also where you'll find my book, my Oracle deck, my online courses. The starting online self-study course is the Sound Foundations. That's whether you want the vocal confidence or you are interested in the sound healing element. It all starts with the one which is Sound Foundations, and that's only £22. And I'm sure I might do you a link for a special offer for your people.
How very kind, thank you. Yes.
So that's a really great starting place, is that Sound Foundations self-study online course, and that one's only 90 minutes in a few modules, and all the lessons are only a minimum of 5 and a maximum of 18 minutes long, so you can do them in nice bite-sized pieces.
Oh, I hate it when I do an online course and it's like an hour. I'm like, I haven't got an hour. I can't concentrate on an hour with just listening. I just can't. So yes, I'm glad that you've got that going on. All mine are only about 10-15 minutes.
And it's not just listening either, because oh my god, that would bore the hell out of me. So all my courses have got practical exercises all the way through. So just like I got you humming and tapping and sounding with your tribal rhythm there, I get people up and doing exercises.
I'm going to hum next time I'm doing that at Body Groove. I'm going to see what happens. Yeah, you've got me thinking about that. Lovely. Wonderful. Thank you so much for taking time to be with me today, Judith. And I'm sure there's lots of exciting things going on, and you'll probably come back, I should imagine, and we'll have an update as to what's going in your whole voice world. Until then, do connect with Judith, and I'm sure she'll be delighted to hear from you. I'm sure you've got a community yourself that people can become part of. I feel quite sure they must be.
If people want to sound, I have the Global Sound Circle. The first 3 are free, so you can come and try that out. They're just half-hour sonic meditations and using sound for creating the energy that you want to be in. And we meet twice a week, so there will always be.
I've not been to that. What's that about? Why have I not been to
know.
that? Global Sound Circle. I'm in. Lovely.
Okay.
Fabulous. I'm glad. I'm going to wait for the link to come to me, and I'm going to join it myself. Thank you very much.
Fantastic.
Thank you, Judith. And have a fabulous time with all of your escapades and everything you're doing. And
thank you.
Cheerio.
Bye.